The Vanishing Mile, based on true disappearances on the Appalachian Trail. The Appalachian Trail runs over 2,000 miles, cutting through mountains and dense forests. It's beautiful, but it's also dangerous. People vanish here. Some say they lose their way. Others whisper about something stranger. In 2011, I set out alone weeks into my hike. That evening, I reached a section locals call the Vanishing Mile. My map looked fine, the markers clear, but the silence was wrong. Not quiet dead, no birds, no bugs, just my footsteps echoing too loud. By nightfall, I camped off the path. My fire burned low when I heard it. Heavy steps circling in the dark. I called out nothing. Then, faintly, a man's voice whispered words I couldn't make out. The fire sputtered, and the forest went still. At dawn, I packed quickly, desperate to move on. That's when I saw it, a cabin, 30 yards off the trail. That shouldn't have been possible. No structures are allowed on this land. But there it stood, small and rotting, its door hanging open. Inside, the air was cold and stale. Photographs covered the walls, old black and white, each of hikers. Some smiling, some terrified. At the very end was one that stopped me cold. It was me, standing at my campfire the night before. I stumbled back, but the door was gone. The cabin had stretched into a corridor lined with doors, each one faintly humming. I opened the first. It showed the trail but wrong. Trees blackened, backpacks scattered like bones. The second revealed my campsite abandoned, as if I'd never returned. The third showed me standing inside another cabin, staring back, smiling with a grin that didn't belong to me. At the end of the hall stood a cracked mirror. In it, I saw myself older, sunken-eyed. The reflection raised its hand, and I felt a cold key in my pocket. The walls shook, the doors rattled. I shoved the key into the nearest lock and turned. Light burst, and I was back on the trail. Morning sun, birds singing, the forest alive again. The cabin was gone. But in my pack, where I hadn't put it, was the photograph, the one of me by the fire. Over time, I realized it was changing. Each glance, the shadows behind me grew darker. The trees leaned closer, and to me in the picture, kept smiling wider. I left the trail that day and never returned. Some call the Vanishing Mile a myth. But if you ever hike that stretch and hear voices in the silence, don't follow them. And if you see a cabin, keep walking, because once it finds you, you may never come back the same.